It's everything. Like, I have to sing. If there wasn't a stage right there, I would still be singing today.
The first time you've been able to do this in Australia after all of this time.
I was like, this is the first time on Australian soil, and he was like...
solely responsible for me thinking at age 11 that I could rap, and I definitely couldn't. So
I bet you can. No,
I definitely can't.
All they were playing is like UK rap. It's crazy. It feels like we're in London.
Was that in the city?
That was in the city.
Dude,
yeah.
I was there this morning.
Who's that?
That's
Nick,
where
I
I got
didn't
this
see
shirt.
you.
That's where I got this shirt from.
That's where I got this shirt from. What the?
Boom.
We're right here at Hot Hits House at Fridayz Live 2025. Our boys just come off stage. Tinie Tempah's in the building.
How you doing? Nick and Lauren in the flesh.
Let's go.
In the
Tinie,
flesh.
it's so good you got it right. Do you remember last time we spoke to you on Zoom and you called Nick Mike? You
Yeah,
said Mike.
so bad. So bad. Do you know what? Why did you have to bring that up?
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Tinie Tempah, and right now we're listening to the Hot Hits with Mike and Lauren.
Nick and Lauren, if you could do me one.
Right.
We have played that back like 20 times.
our
Not
favourite.
on you, on me and my
Viral.
forgettableness.
Well, it's always the things you don't expect, right? I'm sorry, Mike. I mean, I'm joking.
He does suit. He looks like a Mike. He could be a
Yeah,
Mike.
I mean, you could be a Mike, though. You
Yeah.
could, man.
You're supposed to be very careful right now. I'm no Mike.
You and Mike have a lot in common because Mike started his own record label at 21.
Is it?
Yeah.
Amazing. You see, I
Very
love
different
that.
outcomes.
Very different outcomes.
journeys.
But yeah, what was the idea behind that then?
Well, I did it with Universal.
Very cool.
Yeah.
At 21, that's
and
epic.
It was kind of too early, to be honest, and
Yeah.
I regret doing it so early.
Yeah.
Got a couple of wins on the board, but the idea was to develop artists and
Yeah.
find artists that I absolutely adored
Yungblud?
and bring them through. We signed, do you know Yungblud?
I do know Yungblud.
So I signed his first deal globally into Australia.
Mate, that's enough. You've done enough.
That means
So yeah, so even if you said, "Oh, I have regrets," if you sign someone like Yungblud, who's now a household name globally, you should have no regrets. And one thing I've realized is, at the end of the day, like, I'm still learning so much about the music industry because the music industry is it's a constantly evolving thing.
Of course.
So you kind of just have to roll with it, and whenever you feel that passion and hunger again, just try again. Like, there's never like the great thing about music is you can kind of dip out and in and out as and when you feel ready. So what you've already done, even with that's a name you can name drop for a long time.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? You're good.
Tinie, do you think that having your own label kind of changes your approach to when you make music yourself? Is it kind of a different experience to the average artist out there making their own thing?
You know what? I would say, like, to be honest with you, like, having your own label it's not glamorous until you become successful at it. Like, it's really a slog, and for anyone that's watching or listening out there, anyone can have their own label. It's quite simple. You just set up a company, do you get what I mean? You register it as a label, you start putting out your music through that. I think for me, I always used to feel super anxious when I would be like under the labels, like the major record labels, Time and Money, and I would be in the studio and like, you know, like 2 or 3 A&Rs would be like standing by the vocal booth just watching me like as I'm writing and recording. It didn't feel like the right energy or the right atmosphere to be able to like create your best work. Yeah. And so, but you know, at the end of the day, you have to play the game. And so for me, it was always like, I'm going to make the most out of the opportunity I've been given, which I feel like I did. But then the moment I had the opportunity to set up my own thing, to also develop talent, like you were saying, Nick, because this is something that no longer exists in the music industry at all. It's all very reactionary. You know, this guy's got 1 trillion views on this platform, let's sign him. Like, and he may, you know, he or she may have never even done any like vocal work or done a live performance in their life. Do you get what I mean? And so for me, it's also setting up a lot of artists for like premature failure, if that makes sense. And like, we're seeing few and far artists having like long careers like we used to, you know, in the early 2000s. And even, you know, even the artists that are performing at these festivals now, you know, these guys have been around for some of them 15, 20, 25 years. And I always wonder for the new generation, Gen A, like, who are your versions of that going to be? Because no doubt you will have some, but the fact that now we have 100,000 songs uploaded every day onto streaming platforms, the labels are very reactionary, no one's developing talent. It just feels like, you know, we need T and Nick to come and save the day.
The ones that cut through, though, and I really believe in this, and it's people like you, it's people like Pitbull who came up through Miami, really on the ground.
Really honed
If you
it
build
in there.
community and people around you, and you do it from the heart, it will cut through. That's how you cut through
100%.
that 100,000 songs, right?
100%. Yeah, and you got to believe in yourself. And I think, you know what, like the barrier to entry always changes. I'm sure when the transition went from like vinyl to like cassette or cassette to CD, I'm sure loads of people had something to say. The one thing I would say though is that talent, you know, and the cream always rises to the top. Talent always prevails. Even if like you're not the most necessarily like popular artist, knowing that your song can change one person's life after having a career as long as I have, that's for me the most important thing. Even if I make a difference in one person's life, I bring joy to one person through my music, you've done enough. Do you get what I mean?
You got two examples of joy right here.
I love that.
Here's your daily reminder of joy.
Just off stage. She was first off stage, and she's first in our interview room. Jordin Sparks is here!
Did you hear me breathing? No, I'm just kidding.
What's your post-set recovery normally like? Straight into the interview, or is it normally just straight home?
Well, it depends on what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm like, makeup is off, hair out,
Yep.
comfies on, and then I go straight home. Right now, actually, I said goodbye to Guy, and then I went and had some pickles.
Nice.
That's my treat. I love pickles.
Are you a sweet pickle gal?
I
Sweet and sour?
I like dill, but the pickles I had up there were actually really good.
Yeah?
They were slightly sweet. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that, but they were delicious.
I love me a sweet and sour pickle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catering pickle is never that good, but if they've nailed it here, then I'm
well,
very
not
proud.
from there. There was a.
You
It's on my
BYO'd
no.
pickles.
It's on my rider. I have a jar of pickles
I love the idea that's the
Everywhere I
only
go.
thing on your rider as well. It's just
everywhere.
a jar of
I
pickles.
mean, there's other things, but it's really boring. Like I have apples, chips and salsa, and pickles.
Nice. I
Yes,
love that.
yes.
So Guy made it on stage tonight. We love that. He's king of Australian music, really.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
How did he go? I mean, he's...
It was amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, Guy and I have like, we're just such kindred spirits, and it's kind of like one of those things when you see somebody that's done Idol, it's
Yeah.
almost like an instant connection because like, oh, you
course.
know, like
Yeah.
you know what we went through. But Guy and I, that was 2009, and he performed it with me when he was over in the States and I was on tour, and he came and he performed the song with me. I was supposed to come here for the ARIA Awards, but my appendix burst the night before I was supposed to get on the plane.
I remember we talked to you about that on Zoom.
Yes.
So this is literally the first time you've been able to do this in Australia after
yes.
all of this time.
And both of us were very verklempt. Like I was like, this is the first time on Australian soil, and he was like, we were both just like, this is a crazy moment. So it's really amazing. I'm just grateful that he had the time, you know? Like he's touring, he's doing shows everywhere. Like he's got to go back to Brisbane tomorrow. Like, so I'm just grateful that he made time to come up there.
Absolutely.
The audience loved it.
It's gonna take some time to get it right. 'Cause I'm still learning the art of love. I'm still trying to not mess up.
And even not long ago, you put out a brand new record as well, which is absolute magic. And you know, diving into that, when you were announced for the festival, that was when I dived into that record and realized just how many amazing songs are on it.
Thank you.
The journey to continue to create is still
Yeah.
really important, right?
Yes, yeah. I mean, it always is. Music is, it's everything. Like I have to sing. If there wasn't a stage right there, I would still be singing today. Like at some point, whether it's in the shower, I'm singing to my son, or just to myself. Like it's in my bones. Every day I get up and I have to sing. So everything that I get to do is kind of a bonus. I just wanted to sing songs that touch people and kind of like make a difference, and you know, getting recognized and all of those things and charting and all that. It's amazing, but it's just a bonus to where the passion lies. I just want to sing, you know. I just want to sing. So being able to still create and make projects and albums, I mean, it was a full project. No Restrictions was a full top to bottom
yeah, it
15
was.
song project, and people aren't really doing that these days. I mean, I think some people are, but it's just shifted so much. The landscape has changed so much, and I was like, you know what, let me just put everything into a project again, like everybody used to, and see what we can make of it. And I'm really, really proud of it. So I'm continuing to do that. I have another song coming out. I've got 3 Christmas songs coming out this year.
Come
oh yeah,
on
you guys
now.
are gonna be fed till the end of the year.
Come
I
on
promise.
now.
I promise. I
My
know
favorite.
it's already here. It's no, I can't do
Literally,
it, but you know,
We'll hear it.
We'll hear it
We'll
later.
it's coming. I know it's coming.
Are they original Christmas songs? Are they covers of the classics? Can you tell us anything?
I'm sorry, hold on. I'm trying to think of them in my head. 2 of them are, actually all 3 of them are originals. wonder if I'm allowed to say this.
You can always cut it out afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say it so that you have the clip for when
it's out, yeah.
appropriate. Okay, we have this on the time card.
Oopsie doopsie, something went wrong in the video, and that's why we made this fake technical difficulty screen even though we're not an old TV station. Anyway, back to the video.
It's the one and only Evie.
How y'all doing?
Oh, Eve, this is when we first saw the lineup. When I saw your name, 12-year-old me was like giddy because I feel like you are solely responsible for me thinking at age 11 that I could rap, and I definitely couldn't. So
I bet you can.
No, I definitely can't. But
Thank
how do you feel? I mean, you have had this incredibly long career,
Yeah.
and now you get to still come here and do this,
Yeah.
and that feed on that nostalgic vibe as well.
Yeah, no, I'm always very grateful, always knocking on wood, like, I'm super grateful. I did a tour this year. I was on a tour in America and in Europe, and it is really nice. I never take for granted that people still want to see me, that people still want to hear my music, and it's funny because first of all, I love coming back to Australia. Like, I haven't been here 7-8 years, and I always have had an amazing time here. So that's always a pleasure. But it's nice to perform now because there's not the pressure of like an album or anything.
Right.
I'm actually having a good time as well. There's no stress about it. So yeah, it's good.
I'm really fascinated by that. When did you get to a point where it was kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
I've got this incredible body of work that
Yeah.
already exists for me. I can just have fun with this. Was there a moment where the switch
It's been
flipped?
a few years. I feel like it's been a few years now. I kind of dove into acting a bit more. I would say, actually, though, really, it's probably after I had my son, because I kind of stepped away from everything. Really, I was like, I don't want to work, and then finally, I was like, you know what? I want to go back to work, but I want to perform because I needed to prove something to myself, I guess, because I was just like, can I do this now as a mom, like. And then once I figured that out, I was like, oh no, this is good. This is fun. Yeah. So I guess I would say like maybe 2.5 years ago.
I think what you're saying then about being a mum, I'm not a mum, but so many mothers out there that have gone back to work, and it doesn't matter what you do. To hear you even saying that, would mean
because
so much.
I feel like it's the identity of it all.
Yes.
As a person, like, who am I before this little person? And I think also, I'm an older mom, so like I kind of was like, I knew how to do me for a lot of years very well by myself. So now I have this little person, like, I don't know how to do this shit, and then. What does that make me then? And yeah, like you said, it doesn't matter what you do. It's an identity thing.
Do you kind of get to see this as almost a second chapter as an artist,
Totally, 100%. Because there is no pressure in a way, I can play with the visuals a bit more, play with my choreography a bit more, the way that I style myself. There's, I'm already thinking about shows for next year. And we're going to be doing a little bit more experiential. Is that a word?
Yes, that is a word. Yep.
Things. So yeah.
It's really exciting.
Yeah.
I need to know what these Australian audiences feel like to be in front
Oh my
of.
God.
2 shows down, 2 to go
Yes.
next weekend.
Yes.
What do they feel like to see that many people out
The
there?
energy is insane. Honestly, like, I'm jet lagged, but that wakes you up immediately. As soon as you get on stage, it's great. There's a lot of happy faces. There's a lot of age ranges, which is cool as well, which is also actually this year, it has been like that. The audience it's amazing. And I feel like Aussies are always up for a good time. Can I say
You can say
Say whatever you want. I said before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But was it like...
It was.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
exactly.